I used to fool around, but I couldn't take punishment and had to settle down. Now I'm playing it real straight, and guess I cut my hair. You might think I'm crazy, but I don't even care, 'cause I can tell what's going on.
And welcome back. It is the WXCO Morning Report here on 98.9 WXCO, online at WXCO.FM, mobile devices and Alexa by searching WXCO, and on the Civic Media app. With Ian Welsh, I'm Chad Holmes. Temperature is 57 degrees under cloudy skies here in downtown Wausau. I mentioned earlier, yesterday, went over to Wausau East High School, was hanging out with the governor. Governor Tony Evers paid a visit to Wausau East yesterday afternoon for his back-to-school event. It's his back-to-school tour, and he visited with teachers and students and staff members as they begin the 2025-2026 school year. Obviously, Tony Evers is somebody that has been in education for a long time. He started as a science teacher in Baraboo, and then went on to become a principal, superintendent, and state superintendent of public instruction before becoming the governor. And did anybody of that ilk ever come to any of your schools when you were going to school? Any famous folks visit, or because I don't recall really anybody like that coming to my schools back in the day.
I can't say it for certain. Although we did have a lot to talk about when Scott Walker was cutting a little bit of funding for DC Service school districts.
Yeah, and yesterday it was very interesting. It was not one of those cases where it was a hit and run, basically. He popped in and then popped right out. The governor came in. He started by meeting with a receptionist who has been at Wausau East for 49 years.
Wow.
He said that he has been involved in education for 49 years as well, so they're both will be celebrating 50 years next year.
Mm-hmm.
He then went to 4 different classrooms, different types of classes, sat down and listened to the students as they were working, and then also talked to them and asked them questions. It was very interesting. It was a case where we could tell that he was actually engaged in these conversations. And there were different kinds of classes. It was literature. He pounded some clay in a ceramics class.
Nice.
There was one that was an animal science course. It started in the classroom. Then we all went outside, and some of the students were taking information using stethoscopes, listen to goats' heartbeats and the like.
Cool.
But it was very interesting. It was very interesting seeing the kids in their environment, in the classroom, and then how the governor really was just moving around and not making a big deal, but just sitting down, seeing what the kids were working on, and then talking to them, asking them questions, and listening. Not just talking. He was actually listening quite a bit, and you could see that. I think the teachers and the students and the staff members, K.L. Bushman, who is the superintendent at Wausau School District, was there, and others as well. It was very, I thought, enlightening and engaging, and I just like the way that the governor went about his business. And again, it was, I think, very cool. I put some pictures on my social media and on Instagram. A number of the kids were forwarding them when they were involved in the pictures, and they seemed excited about it. So again, I thought it was a really nice event at Wausau East. A good thing for the governor to go around the state of Wisconsin, visiting different schools and celebrating the start of a new school year.
That's what we need to see more of, is government officials who are willing to listen and get involved with the people, because that's what truly matters, is getting to know the people, getting to interact with them and listen to what they have to say and what their problems are, and what what the officials can do for the students, and in the bigger picture, like the community itself. It was very good to see Governor Evers doing that and really showing that he cares.
And make sure to tune in during the day for our news updates. Myself and Isabella Nieto was at Wausau East and had a chance to ask him some questions, talking about, he got questions about Braden's Law, of course, from Braden Bone, the young high school student who took his own life earlier this year, and that piece of legislation is moving through. Also was asked about the positives and the not so positives about the education budget in the last budget cycle. And also I asked him about his priorities when it came to the final year plus of his administration. So we will have information on the airwaves during the course of the day, during our top and bottom of the hour news updates with Isabella. And also I'm sure there'll be a story on WXCO.FM as well. All right, time for our number for the day quiz to wrap things up. And it is involving the education budget here in the state of Wisconsin.
Okay.
In the 2025 to 2027 state budget, how much money did Governor Evers propose? This was his proposal. This is what the governor proposed to spend in K through 12 public schools, and state, general, and categorical aids. So the amount of money that the governor proposed spending in his state budget for this cycle that was passed in the summer.
Okay.
Your choices are $2.1 billion, $3.1 billion, $4.1 billion.
You know what? I'm gonna say a $3.1 billion. $3.1 billion for education is my final answer.
The governor's proposal include over $3.1 billion in state, general, and categorical aids.
1 for 1.
1 for 2.
Oh, sorry.
1 for 2. So you're back to where you need to be, though. And we'll try again tomorrow morning.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll be back tomorrow morning at 6:52, 7:22, 7:52, and 8:22 for our WXCO morning report. And coming up next, more of Mornings with Pat Kreitlow on 98.9 WXCO.